Hey everyone, it's Mr. Montgomery again. Today we're on lesson 4-5. It's page 177. I'll write it a little bit bigger for you. 177. This is the page we're on in our Robot and Turtle books. Now, if you're not on this page, of course, pause it. Make sure you get your book open and then hit play. But if you still have the video rolling, I'm guessing you're all set to go. So today we are going to see how we can use addition to help us subtract, because a lot of friends have trouble with subtracting. So this is something else we could do to help us out. So we have a number sentence up here, which is 12 minus 9. And let's go ahead and just write that down here on this subtraction side. So 12 goes first, because it's the biggest, minus 9 equals blank. Now, when we take a subtraction problem and we want to turn it into an addition problem, because they're part of the same fact family, we have to remember that the big number of the 12 here is not going in the beginning of our number sentence, okay? Because when we are adding, we're taking two smaller numbers to make the biggest number. So that 12 is going to go in the answer space. Okay, and the 9, well, I like to put it in the very first space. It is the first part we know, and the middle we don't know. So one way we could think about it is we have our start number, and we have our end number. Okay, we have a part, and we have the whole. We are missing our jumps. We're missing our jump number, okay? So I'm going to show you two different ways how we can solve this. And no matter what you see on the next page, use the method that's going to work best for you. So the first thing we're going to do is make a part-part whole chart. So we're going to first make a big rectangle, okay, with a little square on top. And going just down this rectangle, you're going to make a little line going down the middle. So we have a spot for our big number, and we have a spot for our first part, and a spot for our second part. So in this little box, our big number is 12, so we have to write the 12 up here. And the part we know is 9. So we're going to make 9 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I'm just going to write the number 9 in here just in case we need it. And this side is blank. We don't know what to do. So one thing we can do is count on while we make circles all the way up to 12. So we have 9 here, right? So we start at 9. After that, we have 10. After 10, we have 11. After 11, we have 12, but we stop because we said 12, right? We counted up to 12, and that is our big total number up there. Now we just go back and check how many circles we made. 1, 2, 3. So we made 3 circles. So this means that 9 plus 3 makes 12. If you're ever unsure if your answer is correct when you do this, count all of your circles together to make sure you get that total. If you do not get that total number, we might have made a mistake, and we can check it. And you check it and change it. So I'll show you really quick. Don't do what I'm doing, just watch. Do not copy this. I'm just going to take one away. And let's say we thought we were correct, and we thought it was 2, and we're going to check our work now. So we just count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then you might think, oh no, I didn't draw enough. I need more than what I did. 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you know what? What's after 11? Oh, 12. Oh, now I reached the number. And then you check your work again. Definitely check that you have 3, and you're all good to go. This is just one way we can solve it. there is another way that I really like solving these, because to me it just feels a little easier. I'm going to make a part of a number line, just a small one. If you would like to draw it with me, you may absolutely do so. Okay, so here's my little number line. So another way we can solve this problem is by looking at our part, part in the total. So we know that the first part is our start number, right? We know what a start number is. It's just the place where we start with our jumps. Now we don't have a jump number, so we can't do anything yet, but we do have our end number. So we know that we need to start jumping at 9 and we need to end our jumping at 12. Okay? And now we just need to count our jumps to see what the missing number is. So let's go ahead and do it together. 1, 2, and 3. And I stop. I counted 3 jumps. And you can even count the bumps here to double check. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's definitely 3. So that's my answer. 9 plus 3 more jumps gives us 12. Now, whatever answer you get for your jump number is going to come right over here to our subtraction sentence, and it's going to be our answer. So whatever you put in the addition part has to go as the answer for our subtraction. Okay? Now, on the next page, we're going to see all these part, whole charts, but if it's easier for you to use a number line, then just use the number line. That's fine. Remember, guys, I don't hold you to just use one method. Use whatever works best for you. All right, so let's go ahead and turn to page 178. All right, everyone, here's what page 178 looks like. We have that girl from the last page up top telling us about how we can find the missing part. And just like always, we're going to do number 1 together very quick. And we're going to be using counting on to help us find it. All right, so I know in your book it already kind of has it done, which is why I'm going to just kind of walk you through it. So what we're going to do is first we need to find out how many red dots we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We have 8 red dots, so they took this number and they put it in the part that we know. Now we just have to count on until we hit 14 to find the part we don't know. So we have 8. Counting on after 8, we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I stop because I count up to 14. I count my circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know that 8 plus 6 will give us 14. And since these are related facts, this number goes right here in the answer space for 14 minus 8, which is 6, because they're related facts. That's how we can use addition to help us solve subtraction. And just like I said before on the last problem, you can also think of this as, okay, we know the start number. We have our start number. We have our end number, right? And we just need our jump number, which is right here in the middle. We didn't have our jump number, so you could also use a number line and just count the jumps from 8 all the way to 14. And those jumps that you make is your answer. It'll be the same number as counting on right here. All right. So go ahead and try number 2 on your own. You can either count on or use a number line and count the jumps. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to try this on your own. While you guys are working on that, I'm going to make a quick little number line so we could solve it both ways, just in case you like using a number line instead of counting on. Okay, now if you're still working on this problem, no big deal. Don't worry. Pause the video, hit the spacebar, take your time. If you're all done, let's check our work and make sure we are doing this the correct way. Okay, so we have 9 right here. We have 9 red dots. And we can count on from 9 all the way up to 17. So 9, after 9 we have 10, then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Whew, man, that was more circles than I was expecting. So I stop. I just go back and count the circles I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I got 8 over here. But maybe we're not too sure. Okay, maybe you don't really like drawing and counting on. Instead, we could just go with our start number, right? Because we have it written as an addition sentence. And we have our end number. And all we need is our jumps. So I can make a dot on a number line right there on 9 and make a dot on 17. And then just count the jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I still got 8 when I did the jumps. Either way, you get the same answer. So now we know that 9 plus 8 equals 17. And since they're related facts, you just write the 8 as the answer for the subtraction problem. So 17 minus 9 equals 8 also, because they're part of the same fact family. They use the same 3 numbers. So now let's just do one last one together. Let's go to page 179 and get just one more practice problem out of the way and make sure that we understand and we feel comfortable with solving these. Alright guys, so now instead of having to count shapes, we just have numbers. We have 9 right down here. We have 13 up here. You can still count on from 9 to solve, or you can use the number line. So go ahead, give number 3 a try. While you guys are working on that, I will make another number line so we can solve this 2 different ways. Alright, now if you're all done number 3, then we're going to go over it. If not, pause the video, take your time, solve it on your own, then check your work with me. But if you're all done, we're going to keep on going along, counting on from 9 all the way up to 13. After 9, we have 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we stop, and we just go back and count the circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we had 4 circles. We can, of course, also use a number line, because remember, we have our start number and our end number. We just have to find the jumps. That's it. It's that easy. Don't let this stress you out, guys. You know how to do all this stuff already. So I can put a dot on 9 and a dot on 13 and just count the jumps. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I still get 4. So 9 plus 4 equals 13. And since they're related facts and they have to have the same 3 numbers, I just write the 4 as the answer for 13 minus 9. They have to have the same 3 numbers because they're related facts. Now, what I would like you guys to do is do number 4 and 5 on your own. If you feel like you really understand this, go ahead and try challenge problems number 6 and 7. Instead of numbers, they use shapes. So remember, you must use all 3 shapes. So there's a square and a square, a triangle, triangle. What's the last one? Here we have a rectangle, rectangle. That's orange. A blue rectangle, blue rectangle. What's the last one? After you're done this, there will be a worksheet on the back table for you. And I will only collect the worksheet. So I'm not collecting the workbooks. When you're all done with the worksheet on the back table, make a neat pile on the back table and I will collect it. Alright guys, that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. But I hope that you guys kind of find this a little easy and fun, and I hope that you understand it and that you're enjoying it. So, as always guys, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.